Okay, the timing of this video could not be better. I have been messing around all like for the last maybe hour trying to figure out like a good spot to film. I haven't filmed a video in a while, and I just got the notification on my phone as I was, messing with this little stand here, that the World Health Organization has just declared the coronavirus as a global pandemic. Now, I'm Jamie Michelle. I'm a mindset coach. I'm an energy expert, and I'm here because you asked for this video. And I'm going to make it as brief as I possibly can. But in this video, I'm going to explain how you can really protect yourself from this global pandemic. And I put that in air quotes, and I'll explain why in a minute. How you can protect yourself from coronavirus, how you can live your life without worrying about putting, masks over your face everywhere you go, and, washing your hands every 5 minutes, being so terrified to just even go out in public because you're so fearful that you're going to catch the coronavirus. That is the numero uno reason why you might just get it. Now, I'm going to explain exactly how to counteract all of that in this video. So by the time you finish watching me here, you're going to be empowered with the information that you need to know so that you can live your life and be healthy and vibrant and not ever worry about another global pandemic ever again. I'm going to start by saying this. Coronavirus does not exist in my world. It doesn't exist. I don't watch the news. I don't read the headlines. I don't allow any of that negativity to come into my energetic space. Here's why. My energy as an energy healer, as an energy expert and a mindset coach, I have to protect my energy, which is why I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this for you in terms of protecting yourself from the coronavirus. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. Everything begins energetically. Your body's health is a reflection of what's going on internally in your mind, in your core beliefs, in your emotions, and all of the things that we think about on a day-to-day basis. 90% of the thoughts that we think on a daily basis, here's a kicker, are the same thoughts that we've thought that yesterday and the day before that and the day before that for our entire lives. Our entire lives. They're the same thoughts, and they're subconscious. We don't even know that they're there. And those are the ones that are running your lives. Okay. So when something like this happens, we are literally wired. Our brains are wired for survival, meaning our brains, our subconscious brains just want us to stay alive, right? They warn us when there's danger. They warn us, like there's this stress response in our bodies that kicks in when there's something that we need to be fearful of and we need to flee from it. And that's the response that's activated in your body right now about coronavirus. And it's also activated about literally everything else, deadlines, games. I work with athletes, it's time for the Stanley Cup, are we going to go into the playoffs? Are we going to make it the playoffs? We're constantly thinking these thoughts on repeat about that are fear-based. What do I have to do? I'm not doing enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not healthy enough. I'm not fit enough. I'm not skinny enough, pretty enough, handsome enough, sexy enough, smart enough, funny enough. Like we are always thinking these thoughts, right? I promise that this has everything to do with coronavirus. Whatever you're thinking about is going to be your reality. It's not about like thinking about what you want and what you don't want. It's literally like, what are those thoughts that you're thinking on a day-to-day basis? What's the conversation going on in your head, and how are you feeling? If you are like most people, you're checking the headlines about coronavirus. Is it in Pennsylvania yet? Is it in my state yet? Oh my God, it is. Oh my God, it's an outbreak. Oh my God, like everyone's freaking out about it. And I'm just over here like, everything's like freaking fantastic over here because it doesn't exist for me, and I have zero fear about it. I want to just give you a little bit of a background because I didn't always believe all of this stuff. I struggled with my body for a decade, honestly. I was very, very anorexic. I was addicted to exercise, and every thought that I had about my body was negative, and I hated it. And I tried to avoid it. I tried to fight it. I tried to, everything was like very resistance. Every day I was super depressed, suicidal depressed. a lot of things, going on in my brain telling me the reasons why I should not love my body and why I could not be fit, why I could not be happy. And if you're thinking any thoughts like that, why you don't deserve to be happy, you don't deserve to be healthy, you don't deserve success, love, whatever it might be, that's going to be your reality. And it was certainly mine. The more I hated my body, the more my body hated me. Everything is energetic. So in terms of coronavirus, let's bring it back. How do you stay healthy? If this thing is like spreading throughout the globe, it's now a global pandemic, how do you prevent yourself from getting it? You focus on health. You focus on feeling so strong in your body, on feeling so healthy, on having so much energy, on being so just filled with joy and seeing the beauty in the world instead of focusing on all the bullshit that's going on. The media, here's what you need to understand about the media, and this is why I don't watch news. Terrible stories sell, like bad things, negative news sell. Nobody tells you about like all the good things that are happening in the world. And believe me, there are amazing things that are happening in this world. People are doing amazing things. There's a lot of good in this world. Excuse me, I noticed that was happening, and I'm not gonna edit this video. I just want to get it to you as soon as I can. So sorry for that. It is penetrating. It is literally penetrating your subconscious mind. If you expose yourself to that over and over and over and over again, you're constantly reading the headlines like, oh, what terrible global crisis is going on today. Oh my God, coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. It's infiltrated your subconscious mind so that you're worried about it without even knowing that you're worried about it, if that makes any sense. Because the subconscious brain, it's very efficient. So think about like learning how to drive a car. When you first learn how to drive a car, you have to be super aware of literally every little motion, every little, check the rear view mirror, and you're super hyper aware of like where everything is in the car. And now, you drive and you don't even think about like, you go from point A from point B and be like, how did I even get here? You're not paying attention. The brain is so efficient. And that's what ends up happening with this stuff. If you're someone who's walking around saying, oh, everyone is so terrible, people these days, no one has any self-respect, no one has any respect for other people, everyone's just so selfish. And, if you're focused on the bad, you're gonna just see more bad, you're gonna get more bad. If you're focused on being so terrified of getting or catching or whatever, this coronavirus, whatever it is, you are creating an environment in your body saying, bring it on, I'm ready, like I want this. Even if you're like, no, I don't want this, it doesn't matter because you're focusing on it. So what we focus on we get more of that thing. Even if it's things that we don't want. Why do you think so many of us are like, I hate my job. I have like terrible, my boyfriend's like cheating on me or my girlfriend's cheating on me, and we just like complain. And we say we don't want that, and we break up with that person, or we quit that job and go get another one. And then the same thing happens again. It's like same experiences keep happening, but different job, different girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever. It's because it's not the person. It's what you're focusing on. It's what you're telling yourself about yourself. So to bring it back to health, there is a global pandemic if you decide there is. It all is a choice. This all comes down to a choice. This is what I teach my clients. This is what I teach in my courses. This is what I am writing in my soon to be published book. It's all about what you're focusing on. That's it. And so you have to be so aware. We have to be so aware of those thoughts of what we're telling ourselves. How are we talking to yourself? What are you believing to be true? And this takes a lot, like I said, a lot of hyper awareness, a lot of presence. The way that you understand is you can start to like kind of cue in is if you're feeling really anxious, if you're feeling really stressed out, overwhelmed, depressed, sad, angry, jealous, resentful, any of those like low vibrating emotions, you're focusing on something that is not in alignment with your highest good, or you're believing something to be true that isn't true. So if you focus on being so healthy and you envision yourself, like I want you to not just like focus on it, but like feel it, because that is what it all comes down to. Energy is created, the state change that you're seeking is created by literally deliberately creating that feeling in your body right now. So the end goal in terms of this whole situation is total health, energy, love, strength, fitness, vibrancy, whatever it might be, youthfulness. I want you to imagine yourself being that and being it right now in this moment. And how would you act? How would that version of you think if you had the best health, if you were the healthiest, happiest, most fit version of yourself in the entire universe that ever could exist? How does that person show up every day? Is that healthy, happy version of you worried about getting, a cold or the coronavirus? No, because you know the truth. The truth is everything begins energetically, and you are responsible. You are responsible for choosing. Whatever you focus on, again, is a choice. And we don't know, we don't think, we actually aren't conscious that every little thing that we do is a choice. But think about it. Everything you've done today this far, you've chosen. You've either chosen to do it or not to do it. It's literally a choice. And you can choose, you can redefine what things mean to you. Anything that you allow into your mind that makes you feel scared, overwhelmed, angry, sad, depressed, lonely, that is just inviting more of that into your experience. Whether that's your intention or not, it doesn't matter, because it's in you. It's literally infiltrated your experience. That's why I don't watch the news. If there's something going on in the world that I need to know about, I'm gonna know about it. Everyone's talking about it. There's no way for me not to know about it. I just don't have that shit on in my house, because I have to be so careful about what I allow into my energetic field, because it is my job. It's literally my responsibility to help my clients keep their energy high and protect their energy. And I can't do that if my energy isn't protected. It's like a domino effect. I won't be able to guide my clients to success and their best performance if I'm not being my best and performing at my best. It's just like, I can't afford it. But not only that, I don't want it. And to me, it's like, it's not real. Choose to focus on what you want to experience. Who do you want to be? How do you want to feel? You are not going to get this thing if you apply these principles. So what can you do right now today? Turn off the news. Turn it off. Stop reading the articles. The other day, one of my family members was saying like, oh, I really am not feeling that well. Like I had to sit down in the shower. Like I got really lightheaded. And I was like, have you been reading about coronavirus? And he was like, yeah, that's probably it. It gets in your head and it messes with you. And then we start like checking symptoms, like obsessively, like, oh my God, I have a sniffle. Oh my gosh, my nose is stuffy. Like, do I have it? Do I have it? It's literally asking for it to come in. So turn off your freaking TV, turn off the news, put on Friends, put on ESPN, anything that does not have coronavirus all over it. Stop, turn off your notifications from the Weather Channel that tell you. That's where I just got my notification from the Global Health Organization saying that it was a global pandemic, worldwide pandemic now. You please shift your focus from fear, because when we're in the state of fear and anxiety and stress and overwhelm and worry, we're only inviting more things into our life to be fearful of, to cause more anxiety, to cause more stress, to cause more overwhelm. That's the truth. That's the truth. So if you can shift your energy from that fear-based perspective to a total trusting, surrender to the fact that you are the creator of your reality, and choose your thoughts wisely, choose your emotions wisely, redefine what things mean to you so that you don't fall into that feeling of being so terrified of getting this thing. Choose to believe that it doesn't even exist, and that the only thing that exists in your life then is what you choose and what you decide. So turn off the news, stop reading the damn articles, stop reading the statistics, stop checking your symptoms, shift your state, I should say, from fear to one of trust and acceptance and joy and love. That's how you create the reality that you really want to have. Listen, none of us want to get this thing. None of us, I don't even know what it is. How do you even know if you have it? I don't know, because I like I said, I really don't know much about it. I just know that it is out there somewhere, but it doesn't exist anywhere near me. And I know that I'm safe, and I know that this is the affirmation that I use. I am the perfect picture of health. I am strong, I am fit, I am young, I am healthy. That is and over and over and over again. And I say thank you to God for my perfect health, for my strong body, for my strong immune system, always fighting for my health and keeping me safe and keeping me protected. And that in and of itself shifts the cells in my body, and it will do the same for you, by the way, because it's all energy, it's all the same. I am no different than you. We're all the same. We all come from the same creator. It shifts every cell in my body to be like, oh yeah, we're the perfect picture of health. And it literally creates that. It creates that environment in my body and builds up the immunity. Like I probably am already immune to it because of the work that I've been doing energetically, saying that I am the perfect picture of health and like this thing doesn't exist for me and my body is resilient, and which I know it to be, and you know yours to be too, or else you wouldn't be standing here watching this video. Your body is so resilient. If you choose to focus on health and joy and energy and like feeling the way that you want to feel and doing the things that you would do if you did have perfect health and if you did feel super strong and super youthful, and focus on that and then do those things now and feel that way now, because that's how you do it, because you are that now. You are that now. You just have to shift your focus from what you don't want to what you do want. It doesn't matter if you don't want it. Whatever you're focusing on is going to be what you get. It's going to be what you experience. So I hope this makes sense. I really, really, really want you to understand that you are responsible for the life experiences that you've experienced, the situations in your life, the people in your life, how people treat you, your body, your health, your finances, your career, your success. It is entirely up to you. And it starts here. And sometimes we have to go really deep and we have to understand, okay, I have this like really crappy belief and I'm really afraid of this one thing happening. You have to start asking why. Like, why am I what is the worst thing that could possibly happen? And then rewrite the story. Like, this is what I do with my clients and myself every single day. It's like when there's a new level of success coming in, all of those limiting beliefs, they come in and they start acting up, and we start thinking like to ourselves, like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can handle this. This is just too much. Maybe this is it for me. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's just your old limiting beliefs telling you that this next level that you're about to go into, because it's unknown, your brain doesn't like the unknown. It's like, no, let's stay here. This is safe. We know this is good. This is cool. This is enough. But you know differently now that there's limit. You're limitless. There's a limit. There's no limit to the potential that you have, to the success, to the health, to the abundance, to the love, to the joy, to the friends in your life. There's no limit, none whatsoever, unless you decide that there is a limit. Are you starting to see how this is like really all up to you? So I know like a lot of people in my family some of my friends are like, oh my God, like I'm so afraid to like go to this place. I'm so afraid, like, what if they have it? I'm like, listen, you are not going to get this thing because you're too healthy. You're too fit. You're too strong. It cannot come into your existence. It doesn't even exist. Because when we raise our vibration to be in alignment with like the truth, with power, with love, with kindness, with joy, with total health, with total happiness, success, abundance, all the things that we want. And coronavirus is vibrating like way down here. Like it's real low, it's real low. It literally cannot come into your reality. I'm up here, coronavirus is down here. They do not intersect, man. I have no worries about this whatsoever, and you shouldn't either, because you control. You are in the driver's seat here. You get to choose. And if for some reason you do get it, which I'm not saying, listen, this video, I should do a disclaimer, is not going to guarantee your immunity unless you put these things into practice, unless you actually seriously work on your mindset and shift it and start believing it. You have to believe it. You can't just say affirmations over and over and over again, I'm healthy, and not believing it, because you're saying it, but your body's like, she doesn't really believe it. He doesn't really believe it. We're not healthy. We're going to get this. That's exactly what happens. You have to believe it. You have to know it to be true. That's what it comes to feeling. There's a difference between like knowing something is true and like being unsure. You want to be in that like certainty. Like, this is so solid for me. Like, my name is Jamie Michelle. Like that, you feel like that is so solid. And if you say something that you're like not quite sure about, like, I don't know, like what, I don't know, what's something that I don't really quite know about myself? We'll just use the weather. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow. I don't watch the news, so I actually don't know. Like, I don't know. I want it to be. Do you see the difference? Like, say something to yourself and like, I am like, whatever your name is, I'm a man, I'm a woman with a definite yes, like you know this to be true. And then say, I am healthy, I'm the perfect picture of health. And notice if there's like a difference, if there's a resistance there. If you're like, I'm not quite sure I believe it, shift into that feeling of certainty. Because that's where the shift changes. You have to know. It's like, remind yourself who you are. You are a divine being who has so much power, so much potential, and your natural state is pure total health, pure total happiness, abundance, joy, love, laughter, all of the things that we all want to experience. Happiness is always the ultimate desired result. That's it. And there's so many different ways to get there. Total health is like a tree branch off of that, right? So knowing that it is your birthright to be extremely healthy, to be the perfect picture of health, you can just choose to be that now. You don't have to wait until like this cold goes away or until like your injury goes away if you're injured or something like that. I work with athletes, so a lot of my stuff is like sports metaphors. You don't have to like let that just be your reality. Like you can still experience the reality where you are completely healthy and able to perform and able to do all the things that you want to do to the best of your ability now. So ask yourself that question. If you were completely, totally healthy with so much energy, so much vibrancy, you felt so young, you feel 20 years younger, whatever it is, and you just are so excited, like what would you do? How would you show up in your day? And do that. Do it now. Like, stop waiting. We're done waiting. The only time we have is now. The only moment that exists is right now in this moment. Are you making this moment the best moment of your life? Because this is all that exists. 5 minutes ago, that's in the past. It's all it is a thought now. It doesn't really exist in the future. We have no idea. It's still a thought. Thoughts can be changed. So they don't really exist. It's just like a figment of your imagination now. Whoa, did I just blow your mind? I'm so serious. Now is the only moment you have. So if you're feeling like real low right now, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling depressed, if you're worried, if you're in fear, if you're stressed, if you're anxious right now, choose to bring yourself out of it. Choosing to feel the emotions that you're feeling, like this is going to be a whole other video and I won't go in there, but just know that you can choose what things mean to you because everything is entirely up to you. You are the author of your story. So now you get to decide, does coronavirus exist in your world or does it not? I hope you found this super helpful. If it was, I would love for you to let me know because if you like this, like I'll do way more videos like this. I haven't done anything like this in a while, but it is fun for me. So because here's the thing is I want you to live your best life. I want, like, just because, you know, I work with elite clients doesn't mean I don't want to help you, like everyone. I want to help everyone. And so if you've enjoyed this video, if you liked it, if you benefited from it, if you want more of this, let me know, send me a DM, send me an email, leave me a comment, you know, just let me know. And yeah, I'll definitely do more. If you have questions about it, if you didn't find it helpful, if you want to know more, let me know that too. Like, let me know how I can improve, how I can help you, how I can serve you, because that is what I'm all about. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be happy. I want you to enjoy life because that's what you were created to do. You know, we weren't meant to be walking around this earth like scared all the time and so fearful and like having to have our guard up and be depressed and miserable and lonely. Like, no, that is not the purpose of human life at all. It's the opposite of that, to be loved, to be happy, to enjoy it, to have fun, to thrive, you know? So, all right, it might be a quote unquote global pandemic, this coronavirus, but it certainly does not exist for you. Not anymore. Now, I am going to just add my own little like legal disclaimer here. This video is not guaranteing without a shadow of a doubt that you are not going to get coronavirus. I can't say that. I'm not a doctor. I can't prescribe. You know, I'm just an energy master. I am just an expert. I'm just a mindset coach. But if you apply all of these things to how you're feeling about coronavirus, I can almost guarantee you won't get it. All right. I've rambled on long enough. I love you. I'm so grateful for you. Have an amazing rest of your day and stay healthy, stay happy. Just be epic. Just be epic. Be you. I'll see you.